Hey everybody, this is Mark Rollins from TheGeekChurch, and today I've got something special to show you. I've got the Fixture S1. That's the box it comes in. I've already unboxed it and I've already attached it here, and you can see that it attaches a Nintendo Pro controller to the Switch, and so you can just kind of play like this. It's very mobile, and if you like the Nintendo Pro controller, but you don't really want the wireless factor and you want it up close, kind of like old school, maybe like, I don't know, like Game Boy or shoot, even PlayStation Plus, you got some action going on like this. It's not bad. Now, I received this at PAX Prime 2021, which I attended last week. Now, I've discussed in my website about how PAX Prime, it wasn't necessarily the best PAX that I've ever been to, and the reason why is because, well, COVID-19 really. There wasn't really much on display there. There was a lot of indie game people there and a lot of merch booths, but not the big three. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo weren't in attendance, and they're usually always there plugging their wares. Also, the big companies weren't really there. The biggest one they had was like Bandai Namco, and it was, I have to say, I was ready to leave there by lunch. I mean, seriously. But was it worth going to? Yeah, we got some pictures of cosplayers, and there's always something fun, and it's always full of great people. And hey, I was able to get this out of it. Now, I'm also going to have to be honest about something else. I couldn't get this to work, and it has nothing to do with the product, okay? So I want to be an honest reviewer here, because here's the thing. I review a lot of products, but oftentimes I don't have the necessary product that goes with this. Say, for example, if I'm getting like an iPhone case, well, I don't really have maybe the version of iPhone that it's designed for, but I can at least show it off and show, hey, and I can at least do some testing on it. Now, as for this, I'm going to be very example. You might be noticing that I'm holding this like this the whole time. Why am I doing that? Because this. Okay. All right. See if, okay. Normally, if this was an actual Nintendo Pro controller, it would snap into place. It is not. This is a third-party, I think it's Power A, essentially designed for it. And so it is not really designed, I think, to be used for this, unless I'm using it wrong. But it's supposed to go in there, and it doesn't quite do it. And I'm afraid I don't want to break this. You know what I'm saying? They say if you get too much resistance, you shouldn't force it. And yeah, I'm not really certain why this isn't. This is probably, yeah, it says on the back it's from Power A. Therefore, this is third party. It's not an official Nintendo Pro, so it might not just be designed for that. That could be the case on that. However, it fits the Switch here because, honestly, the Switch is a Switch, and hey, you need to do that. What it is it slides in there. Let's see if I can't get a good point of view shot on this. Yep. Oh, actually, it slides in this direction. So yeah, that's how that works. Anyway, but this is a device in itself. See, not really much here. Just I'd say like it's a piece of plastic. It is, but it's definitely a well-designed piece of plastic. By the way, I talked to I think it was the owner of the company. I think his last name was Stark. I thought that was kind of funny, like Tony Stark, you know. Anyway, this is a decent product here, and I'm sorry that I had to be very honest with this. I didn't want to go out and buy a controller. I have had complaints about from people saying like, hey, how come you didn't have this thing? It's like, well, I don't have every product that I get sent this accessory for. But I wanted to do a review of this because honestly, this is the way to go. I'm going to give this product very high praise because for what it does, it's awesome here. So, and yeah, so that's kind of how that is. Now, I forget the price, but I'm going to look this up, put a link in the description there so you guys can order it if you want to. And so I just definitely want to show off its maneuverability. As you can see, there's a hinge there and a hinge there. So you've got, so let's just kind of pretend that this works here. So I put this in. So you've got a lot of, you know, you can adjust it as you can see fit. Can you even do that? Oh my gosh, you can. You can actually flip it over. I don't know why you would do that, but that's what you get. So anyway, so this is the Fixture S1. And what's the company that makes this again? I forget what it's called. Fixture Gaming. A good company that I got to see at PAX, and that's one good thing I got to see at PAX. And not that there wasn't a lot of good things, but man, I really wish it had been better. And hey, I really wish that I had the proper size Nintendo Pro controller necessary for this to work. But hey, one thing about life is you're never going to get everything you want, so you work with what you have, and that's what I'm doing here. Anyway, so this has been Mark Rollins from the Geek Church, signing off.